Hello. Welcome back. This is exciting. I need to do these more often. I say it every time, but I'm happy to be here. Hopefully we'll get a couple peeps coming through. But yeah, this is the MJS daily recap. Doesn't ever happen daily. Some point we'll change that, and some point we'll get on a schedule, but not just yet. So, but anywho, I have some interesting news to kind of like talk through and go over, like all the stuff that has happened probably in like the past, like I don't even know, 10 or so days. I don't really know. I got a lot of stuff in here. Some of it's like smaller, some of it's like bigger stuff here and there. But the big thing I do want to talk about too, if people are interested, if we get some questions about it, I've been putting out a lot more content on Instagram and like TikTok, and because I just discovered probably within this last 10-day period or whatever that I haven't streamed in, what I discovered that the a really cool thing that you can do, like just kind of like a strategy. It's not really perfect by any means, but you go on Instagram and like I'm like the story king. Like I just put up a bunch of Instagram stories. But what I've started to do is that if I have like something to say, I'll make it a reel, like a Instagram reel. So it can be like 15 seconds or 30 seconds. And then I will share that also to my story, but then it'll be a post, like a reel in my, in my Instagram and like on the feed and everything like that. So I don't know. I'm not an algorithm genius, but it's kind of like killing a bunch of birds with one stone, because like you do that and then you can download it and you can put it on TikTok. So in lieu of making several different types of content for every single platform, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But that's one thing that I've been working on. And if you've been following me on Instagram, which if you're not, what are you doing? Really, is what's going on. So there's the link for you. If you're not following me on Instagram, definitely follow me. I do follow back, and also just because like I'm trying to put out a bunch of content, like I said, really the way that I see my Mark J. Szymanski page is finance, entrepreneurship, pretty much anything else, just funny shit here and there. But the big thing is that I think it's starting to grow into a little bit different. It's starting to grow into a little bit more of a computer. FBP to the moon. Fuck yeah, man. Thank you. And that's perfect, actually. Thank you, Lucas, for saying that, because what I was saying was that's kind of how I see my Instagram and like these live streams and everything. It's like the behind the scenes of the things that are going on, because it's like just me. So it's like, some days you'll hear about like Fueled by Progress, or like things we're doing on AM and the PM or Find It Tech or whatever. And yeah, that's just kind of what we're doing. So my Wednesday was good, man. It was good. I've been getting, like I was saying, I've been getting pretty deep into this crypto shit. So there's a lot to cover there. I have purchased, and we could probably just dive into it too, because I'm sure people are interested in that, either live or on the rerun here. But I have learned the way that I do my shit, the way that like I live my life, is that something intrigues me, like I want to do something, and then I just like go all in on it for a like a brief sprint. Like if you're software developing, right, like a 2-week sprint, I kind of feel like is things that is like a way that I kind of live my life in certain aspects. And one of them, like, you can see it in certain ways, and this is one of them, where 3 weeks ago I was like, well, maybe not 3 weeks ago, but like definitely in the beginning of 2021 here, I had no idea about crypto. Like I'd held a little bit, but then I was like, okay, this is getting a little interesting. You saw the numbers pumping up. I was like, I need to like look into this a little bit more. So I had like maybe $100 of like Bitcoin or whatever. I was like, I'm gonna buy some more. I'm gonna get into this, and then I started to do that, and I started consolidating on Coinbase, and then I started to look at some more and reach out to some other people. And then a good buddy of mine, Joe from Viva La Coin, you should go check his channel out on YouTube. He's a local guy, and he's been in the crypto space for a long time, and he started to make YouTube videos on that, like a really informative, good shit. And I've been chatting with him basically every single day about this, because again, this is just kind of how I get is, it's weird when you have multiple like businesses and projects you're doing, because like I do one thing and then I kind of hop to the other and then keep, kind of hopping back and forth, but we're continuously building upwards when we're doing all of that. And this is kind of like sort of like a business thing, but not really. I would say it's more personal, I guess, because I'm just buying and haven't really sold any, but buying this crypto and investing in this and playing around with this all personally. Businesses haven't gotten into it. My businesses haven't gotten into it yet, but But the thing is, like, it's still really interesting because when you do shit, you can make content about it. And I've gotten a lot of questions, even though as somebody who doesn't really do a lot of, like, I literally just got into this is the point. Like three weeks ago, I probably knew nothing about crypto. And now I would say I'm like probably above average in the sense of there's just not a lot of people that really have taken the time to understand it. And I by no means know, like, if the average person knows like maybe like 2%, maybe I know like 5% is kind of the way that I put it. And there's a lot of people out there that are way up there more like in, like 20, 30, 40, 50% because the thing is just so new. It's only like a decade old and there's just so much shit that that kind of goes with it. So the big point that I want to make here is I kind of wanted to go through some of this and, I can go through some of my week too because there was some good stuff in there. But this I thought was something that was really interesting was just this whole crypto space because the market, traditionally, the stock market has been just being a weird bitch, for lack of a better term. There's been all sorts of shit going on, ups and downs, and that's to be expected, but not in the way where, like, the market has honestly scared me. I'm not even, like, super duper deep into it. Like, people may look at my portfolio and the things that I talk about and stuff, like, and you might think I'm, like, super into personal finance. I mean, I am, but I'm not normally the dude to like I'm not swing trading every day. I'm by definition, I'm more of like a buy and hold type of guy. Like my Roth IRA, it's got like 6 mutual funds in there that are well diversified, and I just put in $6,000 and I put it in, every year, and I just boom, 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 and that kind of just sits there. And that's a great strategy. I would highly recommend that for just like to set it and forget it. But the other thing is like, okay, well, I wanted to do brokerage accounts, so I started fucking around with Robinhood a while back, and I was playing with stocks and things. And it's like I can buy and hold and I can make money, but I'm not. To be a day trader and a swing trader, I feel like you have to really be in it and understand it and know it and be on top of that shit all the time. And the problem that I have is I'm trying to do all this other stuff, so I don't really have time to like focus in specifically on like, oh, what's this chart doing like today, and this and that and the other thing. So that's an issue. But the other bigger part of it is like, the market is just so fucking weird. Like for the last year and a half, it's been so fucking weird where stuff doesn't make sense. Like, why was the market going up like throughout the last 8 months or whatever? And like, and I'm oversimplifying because I don't know enough, but also because I just see the things, and I do watch a lot of this content. I watch like Meet Kevin, for instance, on YouTube, and I'll see like the things that he's doing, the charts that he's tracking, the candlesticks and stuff. It's like from day to day, it doesn't make any fucking sense. It's like every single thing that's happening is just hugely based on the news, which I understand that to a certain degree. But the other thing is like, there's just a lot going on. And for instance, Tesla is one of the ones that I've held. I think I have like 5 shares of them, which is like a reasonable amount of money. It's not like crazy money or anything like that, but I don't know what their stock's at like right now. But like, it's in thousands, and it's like, okay, well, every single day it like goes like it went up 17% the other day after going down like 8% 2 days in a row or something like that, or all that sort of shit. The point that I'm making is that the crypto market is volatile, but at least it somewhat like makes sense. There's a lot of things that are happening in the crypto market that I'm starting to understand, where when you don't know anything about crypto, you just know the word Bitcoin and you think, oh, Bitcoin, or Dogecoin. And that's not it. Like, there's so much more to it. And I've learned so much, like I said, just probably in the past like 3 weeks. And I want to share it a little bit, but at the same time, you should definitely continue to do more research and get other opinions, because I'm not in this 24/7. I'm just trying to get into it because I really believe that it's the fucking future. Because everything is just fucking manipulated in the traditional market. It's so crazy. Not to mention, the other thing I didn't mention is we just keep printing fucking money. So the value of the dollar is just, that's another big thing, is like everything is just fake. It's like it's totally made up. And you could make an argument that I suppose that anything worth value is kind of manipulated or made up in a sense, because how do you assign that value? But it's just gotten bad, because the treasury, or whoever the hell prints the money, they just kind of run that money printer. And it's like, okay, well, if I can benefit from it, that's great, I guess. Maybe I can trade, everybody loves free stimulus money and all that shit. But at the same time, though, I don't really think that's sustainable long term. So I'm kind of concerned about what's going to happen there, but I'm not a psychic, so I'm not going to make any predictions. What I am going to say, though, is talk a little bit about this document that I have in front of me that I just threw together here because I thought it's pretty interesting. And again, I want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy with a camera and a microphone here. But I really enjoy this. I enjoy this because of how much like technology is kind of like a part of the crypto world, obviously. And it's really cool to see a futuristic viewpoint of what currency can be and how it's more than just money. It's a way to transact things. It's a way to track different measures and metrics and all that sort of stuff. So I don't know. That's kind of where we're at right now. But anywho, if we look at this here, these are my current holdings that I have secured over the last, I don't know, like I said, maybe 3 weeks. And so again, I mean, I can answer questions on this if anybody has them, but I'm just going to kind of run through like some of this stuff just so I can kind of, even for my own sake, because the trouble with cryptocurrency right now is that the biggest gripe that I have, and I'm gonna have a really good conversation on Saturday with Joe, the guy that I mentioned from Vivo Coin, which again, go check out his channel on FBP, and then it should be up on Wednesday next week. But he knows light years fucking more than me, and I have a book of fucking questions to ask him, but like from not from like a what is, like not necessarily like a what is this, like definitions, but like from somebody who has taken in all this information and has a perspective now. I'm like seeing things from a different angle. I think that conversation is really valuable, and that's the one that we're going to have. So I'm excited about that. But from my perspective, these are the coins so far that I have scooped up to some degree, in various amounts. And I've already made money from these things. I don't know exactly how much money I put in, because that's the hard thing. Like I was saying, there's a trouble when you get into crypto right now, and the trouble is that it's so goddamn early and so new that if you want to get into crypto, you need to get into crypto. Meaning, at least from, again, my perspective is that, and I'll kind of go back and forth here because this is both important. These are the coins that I have, and I'll talk more about them. But like down here are the exchanges. And most people at this point, if you know crypto, you probably know what Coinbase is. You probably heard of it at least. And Coinbase Pro is just like the same thing, but just like the interface is a little different. And I think the fees are a little cheaper. That's why I use it. But the point is that you probably know what this is, right? And all an exchange is somewhere where you buy and sell cryptocurrency. It's just like kind of the gateway there to do that. There's more to it, but that's like the main place that you can buy and sell. And then we can get into more, but that's the basis. But the thing that I'm trying to say is that, okay, so I have all these coins, right? And the trouble though is that right now you can't buy all of these different coins on one of these exchanges. Like for instance, this polka dot is only available on Voyager and Kraken. It might be available on other ones, but from this list, it's not available on Coinbase and Binance.us. So the trouble is that if you're getting into it now when it's early, the barrier of entry is higher because time hasn't passed enough for everything to be more universal and for all these exchanges to be, to have every single cryptocurrency and all that sort of stuff. And the thing is, like, everybody hears Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is really just like a store of value, which is great, and people have made a lot of money on that because it went up and everything like that. But Bitcoin in and of itself, from a technological perspective, at least to my knowledge, is not really like it doesn't have a lot of utility to it. It just kind of just holds value in a sense, and it was the first one, and kind of was a pioneer, so that's why it's the biggest. But Ethereum and ADA and VeChain, they have a lot of shit that, and it's hard to wrap your mind around because it's almost like futuristic in a sense. It's like, because we don't think of money this way, we don't think of like technology and things associated with value in this manner, but a lot of people call them projects, and it's because they do things like Ethereum and Cardano, they have smart contracts and things like that where you can honestly I don't even understand it fully to this point. I just understand that there is utility behind all these things. VeChain, I know, is going to revolutionize the supply chain industry. It's going to be able to track different things. It's going to be able to have all that in the blockchain. Obviously, probably actually do the transactions as well. So there's so many different things there. And it's just really interesting because I don't know enough about the project specifically, but I do know at least of these ones that I have, based on, recommendations from guys like Joe and stuff like that. Like there's probably a good chance that everything's just going to continue to go up, because at the end of the day, if we look at a site like, and this is another thing, I'm going to drop this in the chat here. This is my resources page because I just updated some of this. If we scroll all the way to the bottom, I kind of changed it up a little bit. So I have finance now, but I have a traditional section here, which is like, just regular stuff like traditional, like QuickBooks and banks and stuff. But then I have a crypto section because I use Binance, I use Coinbase, Binance US. That's an important distinction actually, because Binance is some shit that we can't get in the US. You got to get the US version, Binance.us. But anyway, Binance US, Coinbase, CoinMarketCap, Kraken, Ledger Live, because I have a little cold storage hard wallet, which we can talk about a little bit, and then Voyager. So again, those are some of the exchanges, and this just a couple other tools. But we can go to this website here real quick, this CoinMarketCap site, because this is kind of interesting, and all the cool kids use this to track this shit. But this is kind of interesting. There's a lot of data on here, and you can kind of get a better idea. So Bitcoin, right, is the number one. Ethereum's 2, Cardano, Binance Coin, Tether's like a stable coin thing, and then Polkadot is 6. So I own 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck that one, 6. And then it goes down the list, and I own some other ones. But like the point is that I own some of the big ones there, like the ones that have the highest market caps. But there's a lot to this, and I actually think that crypto in a lot of ways is kind of easier to understand than regular stocks at a certain degree, because there's just less things. It's like they're companies, or they're these projects or whatever, but I don't know. I've never seen a fucking stock. I've never seen a traditional stock chart like this. This is relatively easy to understand. It gives you the price, obviously. It gives you the market cap, which ranks it, but that's like the amount of money that's in the system, right? It's like the total market value of the cryptocurrency circulating supply. So it's like, that's kind of easy. And then it gives you a thing here. It's like market cap equals current price times circulating supply. So it's like current price, circulating supply. I can't say that fucking word. Boom. So Bitcoin has a market cap of over 1 trillion. That's impressive, right? So the point is, like with this, is there's a lot of data here, and you can do a lot of different things. But the other big thing is that as you continue to go down this, what you have to realize is that it's great to have Bitcoin, but, and more people are going to continue to put money in Bitcoin, and you should probably get Bitcoin if you're going to be in crypto. But the other thing that people fail to realize is, like, if you scroll down, right? Let me see if I can find one that's like that I've heard a little bit about. I heard a little bit about this hash graph thing from a guy that I follow, Journey Crypto, JNRY. Yeah, that's right. Or other way around, JRNY. I don't know. Crypto on YouTube. And so it's this hedge graph thing, right? Well, look at this. Like, it's 35 cents for one, right? For one, little token or one coin or whatever. And the market cap is 2 billion. So the way that I've started to realize how this goes, and I guess it's the same for stocks, but I never fucking understood it like this, is that if somebody came in here and bought like $1 billion, or if somebody came in here and bought $2 billion, let's say, like some big company or whatever, like, oh, we really like Hedra or this hash graph thing, and they put $2 billion in here, then I'm pretty sure, like, the way that kind of works is this thing is gonna fucking double. Like the price is gonna double, because just the way that the math works. I could be kind of off on that, like the full extent of that, and numbers might not make complete sense. But the point is that generally, that's kind of how it goes. Like there's a that formula in there basically, but this has gone up 64% in the last 7 days. So there's been a lot of money injected into that coin, is effectively the way that I understand it. And I guess it's the same with stocks, but the point is that I feel like I understand this a lot better in that regard. So that's interesting. And then there's just a lot of other stuff too, obviously. But that's a good site there. So CoinMarketCap, gotten a lot of good information there. Seen a lot of people use that. Cardano is literally shooting to the fucking moon right now. Glad I bought some of that. I'm excited about that, boy. But yeah, so we got that. And then, we can kind of go over some of these things real quick here. Bitcoin, it's, I don't know. I don't know everything about these, but like, again, value store, I know people that literally do not hold any cash. They just hold it all in crypto, and Bitcoin is like a good hedge against inflation because just holds value. So there's that. Ethereum, that's just the second biggest one, so you kind of have to have a little bit of that, I guess. And then Cardano is again shooting to the moon, because the way that I've heard Cardano is like it's the love child, if you will, of Bitcoin and Ethereum, because some people that built Ethereum, some of those people actually left that project and moved to and built ADA at some point, like a while ago or whatever. So it like kind of has the best parts of Bitcoin and Ethereum kind of like built together. VeChain is that one that's going to revolutionize supply chain. Binance chain, I'm not exactly sure 100% what the hell that is, but I know that Binance is like one of the biggest exchanges, in Binance US, kind of by extension, not really, even though it's like the knockoff brand. That's a pretty big one. I know that again, it's in like the top 5 or 4, right? I think this is 4 market caps. So again, had to get into some of that. And then Polkadot. This is really interesting. I want to go back to this for a fucking second. This goddamn thing, this Polkadot is 6, right? It's the 6th highest market cap, and it doesn't, or market cap here, and it's not even on the big exchanges. It's not on, it might be on Binance, but it's not on Binance US, and it's not on Coinbase. And this Kraken, this damn, where's it at here? This damn Kraken thing, I don't like it so far, just because there's probably good parts about it, but like, I just want to ACH transfer my money into these things, and you have to like wire it in for some reason there. So that just turned me off. I haven't actually purchased anything on there, but like I was saying, this Voyager one I think is relatively new. Maybe it's not like new, but it's like probably like, if you were ranking these, it's probably a little bit down the list, probably like 4 or whatever, as far as people like know, at least in the United States. But it's a great app. I really enjoy it. And you can get $25 free crypto, free Bitcoin, if you trade $100. If you come in here and you go to Voyager, into this link again, that resources link, and you click Voyager. Actually, fuck it. I'll just put this in the link in the chat. If you use that link, you sign up for Voyager, and trade $100 worth of something, you will get $25 free Bitcoin. So there you go. Happy birthday. But yeah. So like I was saying with Polkadot though, is that this thing is 6. So there's a lot of just like pieces of this that like I'm slowly learning and trying to understand. To be a high market cap, obviously you have to have a lot of people that invested in the, and own the currency. The Polkadot is 6 on this list, and it's not even in some of the big exchanges, meaning that the barrier of entry to get into it is pretty high, meaning that's kind of incredible that it's already this high up on this list, and it's not available like everywhere, right? Like Bitcoin's available everywhere, right? Ethereum available everywhere. Cardano also impressive because it's just now getting onto Coinbase. That's pretty impressive. I got in before, thank God. Should buy more, but there we go. And then Binance Chain, I don't know. I think that's kind of available. I don't think it's available on Coinbase. I'm not 100% sure. Actually, wait, we can figure that out right now. Actually, there's a little thing. Joe told me about this. Where's that at? It's on here, and then it's on somewhere. Community? No. Explorers? No. No? It's somewhere right here. Son of a bitch. Somewhere on here it says like all the exchanges that this is at. I can't remember. Somewhere. It's somewhere. This is the website, I thought. Yeah. I have no idea. But somewhere it's on here. Somewhere you can see like everywhere where this like, a particular coin is. Market. Is it market? Yes, it is. I think. Pretty sure. Yeah. And that makes sense for Binance. Obviously, it's like basically just on Binance and Binance US. Yeah, so let's do another example, because that was a shitty example. Let's do Polkadot. So Polkadot and market. So Binance, Kraken, right? but that's not Binance US. That's an important distinction, because you can't get Binance in what's it called? Can't get it in the United States. And then, so do they have Voyager on here? One of these should say Voyager, you would think, because that's where I bought mine. I don't know though, but regardless, it's kind of a cool thing. So yeah, so there's where we're at. But those are the exchanges, and those are kind of like the different things. Engine and Mana, honestly, I don't know too much. I kind of just got those as off of a recommendation. So altcoins though, again, let's go back one more time because this is a cool site with a lot of data again. We go back to here. Is there a way to fucking search? Probably is. But like if we find like where Engine is, Engine 49, $2.52, and again, like the market cap is 2 billion. So more shit put in there, the higher it will go, obviously. And if it has like decent utility to it, you would just imagine that it's going to continue to rise. We're just not really, I mean, I've heard so many people say that this just isn't a hard fucking market because there's all these coins that like have specific unique little things about them. And if you want to just flip shit, like I'll give you a perfect example. So this fucking Decentraland Mana thing, right? It's up 15% in 24 hours. And I have no idea what I bought it for, but I'm assuming I bought it for around like 80 cents or something like that. I don't know. But let me see actually. If I go back here. Yeah, I can't remember what I got it for. But the point is that I'm already up on this Mana. Like I probably made, I got it because I got it like yesterday or something. I could just sell it right now and I'd be up 15%. Probably not going to do that because, you know, we're still early on. I'm probably going to buy and hold a lot of these things. But that's a big thing that people do is they flip these. They buy and sell them. And then, you know, there you go. So I don't know. A lot of crypto talk. I'll be posting more about it because there's a lot of shit there. But let's transition over here because I did do a lot of cool shit and I'll just continue to post some more shit. But if anybody has any questions, let me know. All right. So like I said, I've been trying to post a lot of shit. I've been trying to post a lot of stuff on Instagram and all that stuff with the reels and TikTok and things, just like random shit, you know, that I'm doing with crypto or whatever. And ever since, you know, like 10 days ago or whatever, like we've been on a run here with a lot of different things that we've been doing. So let's just kind of run through this. So I'll try to skip over the smaller stuff and just hit the bigger things. So Monday we sent a link to review an episode. I filmed an episode, probably gonna have to refilm it for FVP. We've missed FVP 2 weeks in a row now, so that's nice. But we'll be back on track here shortly. Replied to a client. Fixed a packing slip for Fueled by Progress. Go outside. That's a public service announcement. Go outside. It's beautiful out there in Pittsburgh. Hopefully it is where you live. It is just absolutely wonderful. Get some time outside. Get that vitamin D. Have fun. Yeah, fresh air is all awesome. I've really enjoyed that. I had some great. Like a few of these days, last week specifically, I had some great time outside, just like writing, like just on my laptop, like writing content and shit. Also, I'm going to show some of that here in a little bit, but so worked on the finances, received my final Novo debit card. That was fantastic. We're all good there. Did Amanda's taxes on TurboTax. That's always fun. Processed AM and the PM. Worked on the FVP site. A lot of work on the FVP site. Fuck ton of work. We'll go over it here in a second. Yeah, because like that's kind of what I was doing outside. I got outside on the road again. Big work again on the FVP site. Dinner with Amanda. Hockey. I got outside and write again. The ambassador program, call it DiSanti, probably one of our pioneer members of the ambassador program. More to come on that FVP site progress. You can see every single day last week I was working on that fucking site. Published AM and the PM. I bought a basketball. Nice. And then I promoted AM and the PM. I'll drop that link in here for anybody that swings on by and maybe wants to check out a best couples podcast in the game right there, amandthepmpodcast.com. But I want to look over this because this is fucking sick. So this is the Fueled by Progress site. We've made a lot of improvements, a lot of updates. We're putting out a lot of content here. I'm going to try to zoom in maybe a little bit. Yeah, hopefully that's okay. But so we have, our big things are podcast, apparel, and community. Those are the big three. And obviously we have like about and contact and everything. We have a bunch of different products, which I need to get more products on here because this trademark thing, absolutely need to make sure that goes swimmingly. So we need to do that. We got some more, all this, just the Instagram shit. We got my face here in this minimal tee. Beautiful. There's a couple big things that I accomplished and that I was working through. So I'm just going to go through a couple of these pages here real swiftly. And so the podcast, for instance. So the big thing that I want to do here is how to connect with the podcast. So I want to have a way for listeners to become members and support the podcast recurringly, or just by donations, or even like a membership to get like exclusive content. But that's more of a long-term goal because I have no fucking idea how I'm going to make exclusive content at this point. I know a lot of other podcasts do it, and I know how I kind of know how they do it, but I don't. That's not really attainable right now with the current setup and structure that we have going here, where I'm just doing all the work. So that's not really an option. For brands, like for other companies, I want to have a sponsorship opportunity where you pay us money and we say some ads in the fucking thing or something. I'm not really super keen on that, but I would potentially for the right opportunity, I would entertain that. And then for influencers, like be a guest. So I want to do something, and this is just like kind of the bare bones beginning of this. Those are the big three though. I'm kind of like power of threes on this website. It's a little, I don't know, just kind of a theme that I've started here. But like, you can become a member, you can become a sponsor, or you can be a guest. Like those are the three things that you can do. The call to actions on the podcast specifically, or you can just fucking listen. That's cool too. But those are the big things there, and I would love to do that, build it into the site, all that sort of stuff. The member thing specifically, we could definitely do all that. The guest part is already like built. I just need to think of a better way to kind of like do that, because I think long term it'd probably be a bad idea to just say, hey, here you go, fucking schedule, like without me vetting you whatsoever. I don't think I would ultimately, I'll probably have anybody on, but I think I should still get the notification before they schedule the fucking thing. So yeah, that's just kind of where we're at with that. I'm going to skip over apparel because, again, I have this list behind me here, right here, if you can see it. You can see like some highlighter on a piece of paper. That is the trademark, okay? That is the trademark that I submitted that in the next month or two, they are probably going to review. And I need to make sure that all of those products are on this website. So I need to get my ass in gear with that at some point, because we're probably about 60% of the way there. So there's that. And then we have community. So this is a big one, and then there's like another piece to it as well. Another piece that I was kind of working on, but community here is the big thing. So, and this is again not exactly where I want it to be, but there's some sort of family, like FBP fam or something. Not really family though. I really don't like the term family. I kind of like something else, but like I don't know. But for instance, Lululemon is one of the companies that I've been taking some inspiration off of for other reasons. But they have this thing called Sweat Life. That's kind of silly in my opinion, but it's a cool idea. So like the stay fueled mindset or something. I'm throwing a lot of different ideas around. I wrote some stuff down. I'm trying to think, but yeah. So that's where we're at with that. We got to figure that out, and then once we have that though, we will be able to put some more content here about like the people that support us, like the community around it. It'll probably be some of those members from the podcast. It'll be like people that purchase clothing. Like somehow there'll be just like a general thing to anybody that's just a part of the brand in any way, like any small way. That's kind of what this is for. And that's, again, kind of just the power of threes things, because this is like the outer sphere, and then this is a little closer to the inner one, which is a big deal, the FBP ambassadors. I'm going to go over that in a second. But let's jump to team members, because that's like the closest thing, but we really don't have any team members right now. But the point is, like, you can meet the team here, and then we have me and Amanda, and then you can be interested in joining the team, yada, yada. Each team member will have their own page, but it's not fucking built yet. So there's that. And then, here's the flow. You had those three things, and then you had a jump into team members. You see the team members, and it's like, okay, cool, that's the team. Are you interested in joining the team? Okay, cool, click that button. And then you have career opportunities, or just like, whatever opportunities here. And this is not really legit right now. Like, I'm not really paying somebody $20 an hour to do this stuff. But these are just kind of tests. But at some point, like I'm probably going to need a podcast editor, and we'll need designers and things like that. So this is something that I really am interested in continuing to modify and keep up to date and really think about. I've just kind of built the structure to this point, but you know, as we get further along, that'd be dope to really dive more into and just get some opportunities out there for people, because we're gonna need some fucking help. So yeah. So then like podcast editor or designer, and then if you come down here, you can say looking to become FPP ambassador. We'll click that in a second. But like, let's say you want to be in let's say this was a real active thing and you wanted to be a podcast editor. You click apply now, and then it takes you to an application that I fucking built. This is disgusting. I'm disgusted in this website. It's fucking awesome. But like job application for podcast editor, and then you put in your information and your resume there, and then like you answer a couple questions, like not some stupid shit and not like the same stuff that's on your resume, just like other stuff that's like akin to like gonna give me some insight into like who you are and type of thing. So that's kind of the way that I'd like to do in job application. I think that's beautiful. And the same thing here for designer. It's like you say you're signing up for designer, so that's dope. Yeah, but I'm excited about this. This is the amount of shit that I can do with WordPress is just unfucking believable at this point. And then, so back when we were on the 3-page layout thing where it was family, ambassadors, and team members, this is going to go to the same place. I think. No, it's actually not. So we're not going to do it that way. That would take you to the program, but I'm going to go back to community. I'm just going to run through it this way. So let's say you go in here, community, and then FPP ambassadors, like what the fuck is that? And you press explore. Then you come in here. So this is kind of cool. I'm very excited about this because this is going to be some serious marketing for us. We're going to have brand ambassadors, and this is just me for right now. It's not legit. I'm not actually going to put myself on this page, but I needed a test subject, so I decided to use myself. So the point of this is that there will be ambassadors here. There'll be pictures, you know, say like, you know, whatever your shtick is, like, you know, whatever industry you're in or something like that, or whatever you're into, I guess. I don't know. It's not 100% done yet, but we come in here. Okay. And then, so like, okay, that's that. And like the Pioneer little beautiful tag there is going to be for certain people that are like the first 10 or the first 5, or like people that really help me with this. Cause I got already like at least 3 or 4 people that'll be the pioneers of this program. But let's just say, you know, like you click on my face here, and then you'll see a little bit more. So you'll see like, you know, my information. You'll see the thing that fuels me, for instance, right? The thing that fuels me. That's the way to put it. And then like where I live, and like, you know, meet me a little bit. You know, you can have like a little bio, and then you have connect with me. So these are all my different like social medias and stuff like that you can go out and you can see. You know, I don't know, you click on this and you go to my website, and everybody will have this, right? So this could say like, you know, John Doe, whatever, and a bunch of different shit. And all this is input on the back end. And this is just like a basically kind of a templated out thing that I have built. It's like all dynamic. It fills in. It's great. It's awesome. Okay. So perfect. So I just realized that I need probably something to go back to the other thing, but that's fine. So we go back. So here's the deal. This is the use case, like the user case. So somebody comes to the website and they want to know kind of like, do we have an ambassador program, or they've heard of it or whatever, and they see these. This is like the ambassador showcase. So these are our ambassadors, meet our ambassadors, yada yada. You can go through and you do all that. Let's say you are somebody that came to this website and you're like, oh fuck, that's awesome. I want to be one of those people. And you come down to the bottom, you're like, are you interested in becoming one? I was like, yeah, sure. So we'll learn more. And then this is the program. So again, most of this is still rough, like some of the styling and everything like that. But the structure is kind of almost there. So you come into the ambassador program and you say, you know, you get these questions and the answers like, what is the program? It's gonna be. It was created to, you know, market the brand, but bring people together. You know, show people who the people are that, you know, would market a brand like this, or who feel strongly about a brand like this, things like that. So that's a big part of it. We'll do all that sort of stuff. What defines an FPP ambassador? So somebody who's driven to get the most out of life, progressing what they love, live the fueled by progress mindset. You know, just some other things there. I don't want just random people here. I want people that actually give a shit genuinely about this brand. That's not to say like we won't take other people, but you know, there's just pieces of that I don't want. I want it to be genuine as much as possible. So there's that. And then what are all the benefits of becoming an FPP ambassador? So this is pretty defined at this point. I'm working on a lot of the pieces, but we're getting there. So FBP apparel perks, you'll receive like a free FBP tee or something else or whatever. Early access to products, direct access to our, provide new product and design ideas, opportunity to participate in promotional video shoots, yada yada. Code, this is the big things, like monetary incentives. So like ambassador code. As an ambassador, you get a code, share with your friends and followers. They get a 20% discount if they use it. You get a 10% commission. It's all tracked in the back end, everything like that. All that's good. And then that's the big monetary thing. And then you get obviously a space on that FPP Ambassador Showcase page. You get a profile with links and everything like that. You get media presence for us. So, photos, videos, stuff on the website, social media, all that jazz. You'll be tagged and recognized in all the media that we post. And then FBP accounts. So as a FBP ambassador, you'll have an FBP account, which anybody can make one, but you'll have one to track all of your shit, your metrics, any orders you make or anything like that. Like that'll be all in there. And then you'll have access to logos and other creative assets to use in the marketing material. So, again, just like a bunch of opportunities to, just expand your brand and work with us. And that's kind of the whole point. And then what do they do? So like, kind of like, what do we get out of it in a sense? FBP. So follow us on social media, post on Instagram wearing FBP apparel, tag us in it, submit photos and videos to us for usage on social media and the website, and then provide feedback on the program so we can better it for other people. It's pretty simple. I mean, ultimately, I'm just trying to get people to fucking share this shit out there and incentivize them with some money and maybe some exposure, via the brand. And I think it's kind of cool. I think it's a great fucking idea. I think everything that I do is it's not too damn ambitious. It's very fucking ambitious. And it's that's kind of where I'm at with this right now. And the reason that I say that is because I was working real hard on this last week. And then it's always feast or famine with the fucking web development stuff, like the side projects. Not even the side projects, like the other business, Find a Tech, because now I'm currently in the process of signing one client that, that project could take like a month or two, like, sporadically in there. And then I got contacted by another colleague of mine to do another project, right? And I'm obviously down because like I love working with people and I love building websites, but at the same time it's like there's a lot of shit going on. So I'm cool because I enjoy all of it, but it's just that's what you got to be anticipating. Just you can't try to do a bunch of shit and then expect to not be busy. So I'm totally cool with it. I'm loving it, but that's where we're at. So anyway, I put a lot of work into this and everything like that. And then this last part is, do you want to be an FBP ambassador? I don't know, something like that. And then you press apply now. And then it's the same type of thing, which is not done yet, obviously, but like, first name, last name, gender, email, all this stuff. We can kind of pop through this for a second. So like there's, personal information, then social links. You get all the social links in there and everything. And then there'll be some more questions and then you'll submit it and then we'll see what the fuck happens. So that is exciting. I'm very happy with the way that's looking. This my account page, this login and everything like that, absolutely disgusting. I love this fucking black theme. This was the best idea I ever had to make the background black of this site. I'm very happy about that. You can create your own account. You can do whatever. You can log in if you already have one. Need to work on these policies and exchange stuff. That's important. We got some wallpapers. I really want to actually commission somebody to make some fucking dope wallpapers for not just FVP, but even like for myself too, because I think that'd be really cool. I need to figure out a whole setup there though, because like I make these pretty easily and pretty quickly, but I need to give somebody like the specs if I want to do that, and then see how much they would want for me for that. But that's an idea. And then this is a big thing that I messed with the other day. I kind of want to show this off though too. So let me see if I can log in. Real quick. You can watch the sunrise there. Whatever that is, the hair seller pixel sunrise. Let me see if I can log into this account because I'd like to document where we're at on this right now because I just put in some shit. Actually, is this... maybe trying to think of what the email is, because I think one of them has, I think one of the like test accounts has, yeah, I think we're cool. One of the test accounts is like an affiliate. Get the fuck out of here. Okay. Yeah, we Gucci. Okay, cool. All right, so we're back in here. So this is the FBP account. So this is what you can kind of like expect if you have an account or if you're an ambassador. It's actually really dope because so you have your FBP account. You know, it has some personalization and stuff like that in here. Do all this stuff. And like, I actually really hate the way WooCommerce does this account shit, because it's like stupid, like how it's like one page in a sense, and you have to change the end points with these buttons. It's dumb. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But I've styled it, and I think it looks pretty disgusting. But yeah, so that's where we're at. So orders, like obviously you can see like your past orders and everything like that. Payments, addresses, details, ambassadors. That brings you down to the ambassador area down here. And this is what you're going to get. Like if you're not an ambassador, you won't have this button, and you won't have this area down here, any of this stuff. But if you are tagged as an ambassador and you're in the program, then you'll have access to all this. And this is what I was talking about in the ambassador portion of it. And it's just kind of cool. Like you can have all of the different things here. Like you're going to have, you know, a specific reference URL, like a referral URL that you can share out. And then like a code as well, like a coupon code. If you can go over to coupons, for instance, this is John 20. Like for instance, is the thing that you can share with your peeps, and then they get the 20% discount. You get the 10% commission, yada yada. Creatives. Oh, I hate how it goes back to the top, but might have to mess with that. So then you can get like, you know, this is a terrible example because like I think I'm gonna need to play around with this a little bit more. But like you can get the some more creative stuff like the logos and everything like that, just different assets, things along those lines. It even shows you like when people visited. It's pretty dope. The URL. This is actually all through Affiliate WP, which is or WP Affiliate. Can I remember? It's a plugin for WordPress that I bought and I'm using. So yeah. Referrals, payouts, all that jazz. It's fucking impressive, truthfully. Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm loving it. I am loving it. You can log out. This is for applications, like job applications, which I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. But maybe I'll figure out a way. Like if you apply for a job, but I actually probably don't even need that, honestly. I don't know. I'll figure that out at some point. But yeah. So there's the account. There's all that. Let me show you the last thing that I have for FBP, because this is fucking sick. So this is a whole help center. This is a whole help center. It's built directly in here. I love it because you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to go to fucking Zendesk. You don't have to go to any other thing. It's right on the website. It's awesome. We get the search engine optimization from it, like all the SEO help from all these different questions. You can actually type in, let me see, fueled by progress ambassador program. Look at that. You type in fueled by progress ambassador program, and then the question comes up. So this is like an article in that help center. It says, do you have a brand ambassador program? And then it goes to the question. Fucking sick. Awesome. But anyway, like this is the help center here. So you can search like, you know, I don't know, returns or something like that. You know, how do I make a return? And you can click on that and it'll go to that question in here. But for lack of a good search idea, we can just look at these. So like general information, it says 7 articles, orders, 2 articles, payments, you know, yada, yada, all this other stuff. And then like you click into general information, and then it gives you the, gives you the things here. Oh, I'm seeing this weirdness at the bottom here. I gotta figure out what that is. Is it? Yeah, okay. That's all good. I mean, it's because it's zoomed in right there. It's a little weird. Oh, well, it's fine. But anyway, not really important for this example, but you see this. So you see like, you know, these are your different categories that you had at the beginning. It shows you how many there are in each one and all that. And then in here you have, okay, this is the general information category, and you have all the questions that are in there. So can I submit a product request? Do you have a brand ambassador program? Do you have a mobile app? What does FBP stand for? What is Fuel by Progress? What is the best way to wash my FBP apparel? Where are you located? So like all this different shit. And it's awesome. Like this was the content that I was writing. There's like 20 questions in here, and I was like writing all the questions and doing all that sort of stuff like outside last week. It was great. So, can I submit a product request? It's like, absolutely. We're always looking to expand our product offering, and we welcome feedback from our customers. If you have any idea for a type of product we should make, please let us know by messaging us here. And then you can share the article out if you want. And then, if you really can't find your answer, then you can always just go to the contact page with this link here, and you can ask us a question. It's dope. I'm fucking psyched about this. I am so psyched about this. I'm so proud of what this website has become after being literally under a cover sheet for over a fucking year because I didn't want to work on it or whatever. Like I didn't think that it was good for me to, not like it wasn't good for me to work on, but just for whatever reason. It's great. I'm so happy with where we're at right now. There's just so much shit on this. It's a fucking masterpiece, and we're just going to keep going because it's a hell of a fucking brand. So I am excited. I don't think I did anything on the About page. Yeah, didn't really do anything. Not done yet. Okay. But yeah, so that's where we're at kind of with FBP. A lot of fucking work there. Super happy about it. What do we do Friday? Shower, shave, fucking work at the restaurant. Exchanged a propane thing because the studio needs heat. Well, actually, not anymore. It's actually pretty warm. That's great. Another shower. 2 showers in one day. That's wild. Dinner with Amanda. Went to the gym. It's fun. Saturday worked at Ray's. I got some info about a wedding that I went to later on. A couple days later. Shower. Took a nap because I was tired. Went to a ceremony I think it's called Mendhi. For my buddy that was getting married on Monday. Yes, that's what we ended up doing. Then I went to a hockey game. Then on Sunday, worked at Ray's. Another shower. Lots of showers here. Amanda's local taxes. I fixed a website for a customer actually at the restaurant. That was nice. Pretty simple fix there. Had some dinner. Filmed AM and the PM. Emailed Novo. I got my first payment from the affiliate marketing that I did for Novo. We have made total referrals and everything like that, I think are close to $2,300, I think, somewhere around there. But we got our first payment of $225 because that was the January earnings. That's awesome. That made it into the bank account. Super happy about that. I emailed my accountant because I already did my taxes, but then they changed the fucking laws. They also extended the due date, but that didn't really affect me. But they changed the laws to say that the first $10,000 of unemployment that you got from 2020 is untaxable, and I paid taxes on that at the federal level. So I'm probably going to have to amend my tax return, so that's nice. And then, this is actually dope. I bought markjszymanski.crypto. Where the hell did this go? I bought markjszymanski.crypto. It's a domain name on Unstoppable Domains. I don't know. It's not going to do anything if I do this. It's just going to bring up all my shit. That's dope. It brings up that's fucking sick. It brings up the live stream. That is awesome. Wow, I'm building a fucking empire here, man. Holy shit. Who the hell is this bitch? That's not me. That's not me. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so anyway, markjszymanski.crypto. What that is if you go to Unstoppable Domains, you can look up a thing here, right? And we'll just look up Mark J. Szymanski. And this one's already registered. I already got that, obviously, but you get different shit or whatever. And that's interesting. That's pretty cool. It says that there. But the essence of this is that when you send crypto to somebody, you have to put in a big long address or whatever. But with this, I think the way that it kind of works is you basically link this to a wallet or basically several accounts, like a Bitcoin little wallet address, Ethereum, yada yada. And then you do that, and then somebody can just send crypto to here, and it doesn't matter if it's Bitcoin, Ethereum, whatever. As long as you have an address set in there for that, then they could just send that to you. So that's kind of cool. I have not set that up yet, but I do own that. And apparently there's no renewal fees, and that was only $40. So a lot of people are flipping these domains is what's going on right now. But that's where we're at right now. So we got that. That's pretty dope. Super excited about that. Where are we at here? Monday, emailed our new client. We're trying to start the process up. Hopefully that'll be great. Hopefully I'll be able to show you guys the site that we make at some point here within the next month or two. That'll be awesome. Getting back on putting our FB or our Find It Tech hat back on, actually. Building websites. Finances. Went to a wedding. That was great. Played some hockey. Tuesday, bought Sara some books for her school. Just, random shit. I bought more crypto, like I said. We already went over that. I'm pretty deep into the shit, so yeah. Had a call with a colleague, like I said. Dinner with fam, hockey. Send an email kind of like with the strategy that I was going to propose to possibly work on another project, like a secondary website development thing. So I might have two going at one time. That's crazy. But like I said, it's always feast or famine with that. It's literally none or it's everything at one time. It's crazy. It's weird. Wednesday today we did processed AM and the PM. We went outside. That was great. We made a Voyager account. Like I said, go check that out. Link is in the chat there. markjszymanski.crypto/Voyager. Bought more crypto. Hung out with Amanda. Didn't even clean my PC files. This PC has like a 2 terabyte hard drive, I think. And I should have got more. Even though I don't really try to keep the files. I try to delete them all. But, when you're just cycling through shit and you got video files and all this other stuff, it gets pretty cluttered pretty fast. So I got to delete some shit. But yeah, so that's where we're at. And then I wanted to do a live today because I hadn't done one in a while. I wanted to see everybody's bright and shining face. So, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at. We did a lot of shit. We've done a lot of shit this past week. We do a lot of shit all the time. I'm excited about the crypto. Really excited about that. I'm excited about FBP. We're trying to do more of that there. Fuelbyprogress.com. If you like the stuff, if you're interested in being an ambassador, being a guest on the podcast, having anything to do there, definitely let me know. We're doing some cool shit. Slowly but surely, though. I don't rush anything. I'm trying not to rush anything. I mean, I work hard and I work fast, but there's a lot of shit that I'm doing, so I literally cannot. I don't have the I don't want to say like the mental, like I sometimes don't have like the time to do every single thing at once is probably the best way to put it. Just because we've got a lot of shit going on. But I'm excited about all of it. I tried to put up a video of me modeling some FPP clothing today. I was having the toughest fucking time on Instagram because like I put the video up, but it was like 3 gigs and I don't think it liked how big it was. And then it looked good, but there was no sound. It was the weirdest fucking thing. So maybe I'll try to do that again, but I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah. And the last thing that I can say, because I've experienced it like relatively like a decent amount, and we're gonna try something cool. Last thing that I can say is if you're trying to build a following, 1, it takes time, but 2, I see a lot of people having 2 problems. One is perfectionism, and the other one is like giving a shit about like what your metrics are. Like, I want 1 million followers, yeah, sure, but like people unfollow me all the time. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't fucking care. Like, I got shit to do. Like, I notice it once in a while. Like, I noticed it today. I was like, a couple people unfollow me on Instagram. I don't give a fuck. Like, I don't care. So it's like, the point that I'm making there is that sometimes I worry a little bit that the content that I'm putting out and like this whole thing, like that I explained in the beginning, where I like put it up on my story and then I put it up on the profile too as like a reel. It's like, oh, maybe people don't want to see it twice. It's like, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I'm just putting it out there because I know that some people will benefit from it. So yeah, if you don't like my shit, don't watch it. Unfollow me. That's fine. But that's a big thing that I want to try to stress to people is that, and then like, you're not going to be perfect. So don't try to be. And you're not going to not everybody's going to like you. It's all right. Do your thing. So that's kind of where I'm at. But I'm pretty tired, and I actually sign myself up for a meeting starting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. That was kind of silly. I should have pushed that a little bit, but so I should probably get the fuck to sleep because yeah, that comes relatively early for me when I stay up late. But other than that, I do appreciate anybody that slid through tonight on the old live stream here. We should do them more often, or at least have a schedule, like maybe once a week on a specific day, because I think I would benefit from that. Everybody would benefit from that. But we're not there yet. So sorry, we're not there yet. The other big thing actually is it was kind of like thrown in there. I'm playing a lot of fucking hockey. Like I'm practicing at least once a week the past few weeks. Actually, there's 2 practices. I got to practice on Friday and Sunday this week. I'm supposed to. I basically play Mondays and Tuesdays at 2 different places, and then also there's another league now in North Hills that I'm on a team for. So I'm right now currently on 3. I guess you kind of could call it 3 leagues, three different places, locations, and then the whole practicing thing. So plus like these tournaments as they come. So we're doing it all. We're trying to stay healthy. We're trying to stay somewhat in shape and trying to move these businesses along. And I'm having the fucking time of my life, honestly. Like, I mean, especially with this crypto shit, like we've already made money. With the market the way it is right now, actually it's more scary than the crypto fucking market, just because it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. And I think slowly I'm going to start pulling some of my investments out of the stock market, just for like at least the time being. Not the Roth. I'm not going to touch the retirement. Obviously that's fucking stupid. Because that's just diversified in like mutual funds and stuff. But I don't really have like any real ambition to fuck with stocks. Like every fucking one I touch loses money. I don't know if I'm just an asshole. I might just be an idiot. Like I don't know how to trade stocks, but like I don't make money on stocks. And I feel like you have to watch it and really be into that. And with crypto right now, especially where it's at, I actually think, I'm not telling anybody to get into crypto, and this isn't financial advice. But I am saying that I put it up on a reel today. I was like, if you, or the other day, if you don't, we gotta talk. Yeah, we do. We do. You probably use options. Yeah. Look, dude, I know. I don't have I've wanted to get into options for a long time, and I don't understand it. I kind of understand it a little bit more now, but I feel like I need to look at it, and I don't want to look at it. Like I just don't want to. Let me finish the other thought though, because like the crypto thing, we're so early on that I know that it's just going to continue to move forward, because there's no other alternative. Like people are just not going to stop fucking with it. It's legitimately the future. So I don't know. Yeah, we got to talk though. Maybe I'll get into some options. But I'll say this. I'll say this. Let me break this down for a second, just as even a mental thought of where I'm at currently. The net worth is still like right around like 100K, and a lot of that is in retirement, probably 50 or 60. So if that's aside, because I'm not gonna that's just kind of in mutual funds, it's just kind of sitting there. If that's aside, then we have some cash to play with, and we have a brokerage account that's like 13 grand or something. I'd be willing to sell off the mutual funds that I have in there and the stocks in there and fuck around with options if it makes sense. And if I can do them in a way that makes sense to me, and also like has a decent likelihood of me making money. Because here's the thing, here's the position that I'm in. I really feel like there's a much higher likelihood that I will make money in the crypto market right now than I will make in the stock market, just because it's so goddamn unpredictable. So, but yeah, we'll have to talk. Because I've been wanting to get into options, but yeah. So if it's that easy, I don't know why other people aren't. I gotta check it out. That's where we're at. We'll have to talk. Set up a call or meeting. But yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. But anyway, I'm excited. Crypto, options, business, all this shit. So, yeah, we'll talk. I'll message you. But yeah, so, all right, that's all I got. It's been great. Thank you for anybody that stopped by. Thank you if you watched on the rerun. I really appreciate it. Let's keep going. Stay fueled by, I gotta say it. I've been working on that. Like, stay fueled. I don't know. Stay fueled. Let's keep going. Fueled by progress.